Maggie McNeil swims underwater without moving her arms faster than her competitors above the water. They are moving their arms as fast as they can. She is the underwater queen. In this race, she is 7th after she touches the wall. Then she goes underwater and stays longer than everyone because she knows it's faster. When she finally comes up, she passed 3 swimmers and is very close to the first 2. Her competitors have done more strokes, but by staying underwater, she saved crucial arm energy to have a strong finish. She touches the wall but doesn't have glasses on, and the scoreboard is too far away. She's about to find out that she just achieved what every competitive swimmer dreams about. She just won the Olympic gold medal and doesn't know it yet. Before I show you her reaction, let's analyze how she swims faster underwater than her competitors above the water. I'm going to make a video about every swimming event at the Olympics this year. The goal is that through these videos, we can enjoy every swimming event even more and hopefully learn to swim better in the process. I think she's the best female underwater swimmer in the world, followed closely by Tori Husk. But Maggie has an advantage that sets her apart even from Tori. You might be asking right now, why doesn't everyone stay longer underwater? Isn't that illegal or something? First of all, not everyone can swim underwater like her. It requires a special kind of training. Second, it is illegal to swim underwater too much. In the 1950s, people didn't believe that swimming underwater was faster than above the water. That was until someone proved it. Sometimes experience is ahead of knowledge. In swimming, it often is. People didn't even study underwater swimming as a way to move faster until someone tried it. There is debate about who invented it first, but in the swimming world, if you don't show it at the Olympics, almost no one cares. So, our underwater history starts in 1956. I couldn't find a video of this, but the story sounds incredible, so I made a digital version of it. At the 1956 Olympics, Masaru Fukawa of Japan swam the first 3 lengths of the 200 breaststroke, going 45 meters underwater and then coming up just to turn. On the last length, he could only go 25 meters underwater, and he had to swim breaststroke for the last 25 meters, winning by a body length. Let's just stop right there. Just holding your breath for that long at the Olympics is incredible. You need a lot of breath training to reach this level. Other swimmers began to copy Fukawa's technique, but in response to a high number of swimmers passing out, FINA changed the rules of breaststroke to allow for only a single underwater pool and kick off the starts and turns. In our next video, we will talk about how cheating in breaststroke became the norm by 2012. This video is about underwater dolphin kick and how Maggie uses it to win. Puerto Rican Jesse Vasallo used to play underwater a lot when he was a kid. He developed an intuition for his body in the water. This is what we call thinking with your body. It's the third pillar of our swimming method. He was so good at moving through the water that he developed a technique of pushing off the wall and doing underwater dolphin kicks. He says he did this to avoid crashing into his rival's waves. Vasallo used this technique to break the 400 individual medley, which is the most painful swimming event there is. We made a video about it last week. Unfortunately, because he was Puerto Rican swimming in the USA, the Puerto Rican government didn't allow him to go to the Olympics. And if you don't win at the Olympics, almost no one cares. Vasallo traveled with the American team to compete all over the world. He traveled to Japan, and finally, one swimmer paid close attention to this technique. Daichi Suzuki copied Vasallo's technique, but took it even further. He swam 25 meters underwater at the Olympics, but he was young and hadn't perfected the technique yet. He didn't manage to make it to the finals. At this point, if I was him, I would have said, okay, I tried it, but it doesn't work. But Suzuki was somehow convinced this was the way. If you don't win at the Olympics, almost no one cares about your technique. But at least this was the Olympics. So some people noticed, especially David Berkoff and his Harvard coach. They used fluid dynamic experts to determine what was better, underwater dolphin kick or on the surface backstroke swim. The results were in. Underwater was faster. Berkov started practicing it. One of the most iconic races happened at the Olympics, Suzuki versus Berkov, swimming with dolphin kicks underwater for 35 meters. I think it was Suzuki's experience and grit that helped him win. And that year, FINA changed the rules. They said it was too dangerous, just as they did with Fukawa's technique in breaststroke. I think they also changed it because it is not as attractive for the spectators to watch just the surface of the water for more than half a race without knowing who is ahead. They also didn't have good underwater cameras back then. So, the current rule is you have a limit of 15 meters after each wall. Only the ones that have trained to do this can take the advantage of the underwater dolphin kick. If you want to see the best example of underwater dolphin kick, watch Maggie McNeil swim the 100 butterfly. Her kick is perfectly balanced. Most swimmers kick to the front faster than they kick back. Maggie outswims everyone underwater because she extends her hips as fast as she bends them. She also has powerful legs and core muscles that allow her to pull her feet back and change directions quickly, quicker than most people. An Olympic swimming pool is 50 meters. When Maggie swims in a 25-meter pool, she can swim most of the race underwater. Her dolphin kicks are so symmetrical that she broke the world record for swimming face up and face down in the 100 butterfly and the 50 backstroke. Of course, Maggie's technique is not enough to win at the Olympics this year. She needs an extra mental edge. Maggie says that she won the 100 fly in 2021 because she didn't have any high expectations. The psychological phenomenon where caring less about the outcome or results lead to better performance is often referred to as the paradox of effort or law of reverse effort. This concept suggests that sometimes when individuals stop trying so hard or stop being overly concerned about their performance, they may actually perform better. This is linked to a reduction in performance anxiety and overthinking. This year, Maggie is facing more pressure than ever. She is the defending champion. She is facing the fastest 100 butterfly swimmers in history. 5 out of the fastest swimmers of this event will likely also swim in Paris 2024. Out of the 5, Zhang Jufei has been the most consistent swimmer under 56 seconds. Even with her incredible underwater dolphin kicks, Maggie couldn't outswim Zhang last year at the World Championships. I hope she uses the law of reverse effort again and shows the world that underwater swimming is faster than above the water. Because it seems like no one cares if you only win one time at the Olympics. You have to show them twice. Maybe 23 times before they pay attention. Even then, most people won't practice their underwater dolphin kicks. If you made it this far and you're wondering why swimming underwater is faster, here it is. Underwater swimmers encounter less resistance because they avoid wave drag, which is created by waves on the surface. They also avoid swimming against the surface of the water, which imposes more resistance than the rest of the water below. Additionally, the underwater position allows swimmers to be more streamlined, minimizing frontal drag. It is the best way to carry the speed of the wall into the swim. It saves arm energy. As students of this sport, you need to understand the 5 pillars of swimming before you understand the smaller details. That is why we made this video. The comment section of that video is getting ridiculous, so we made little awards for the best ones, like this one. See you there. Swim fast.